Hi, this is Todd with Train Heroic, also owner of South Loop Strength and Conditioning.
Hello, my name is Peter Rahal, founder at RxBar.
And we're going to go over the standards in the workout today for the Lift Up More event. What we have today, we're splitting this workout into two segments. We have a strength component as well as a conditioning component. Both of these workouts are going to be based upon the clean, which is going to be ground to shoulder, and we're going to go over a few different options here for the strength component as well as the standards for the conditioning workout. First of all, athletes are going to have 15 minutes to build to a 1 rep max on their clean. They can take as many attempts as they like. They can get the bar from the ground to the shoulders in any way that they like. So power clean, squat clean, split clean are all acceptable options here. So Peter is going to demonstrate these lifts for us. First of all, we'll have him do just a standard power clean in which he takes the bar from the ground to the shoulder in one movement without any pauses. When he stands up, the lift is completed once he reaches full hip and knee extension. He can also do a squat clean where he drops under the bar through a full squat and once again stands all the way up here. Good. Lift is completed once he reaches full hip and knee extension. He can also do a split clean where the legs shoot off to the side. This lift is completed once he brings his feet back together on one line and stands all the way up. For this workout, the athletes will have 15 minutes, as many attempts as they would like to build to a 1 repetition maximum. They can use any combination of weights that they'd like, any number of attempts. It's just the heaviest weight they can get from the ground to their shoulders in 15 minutes. For the conditioning portion of the Lift Up More event, we'll do 5 rounds of 20 lateral barbell burpees and 13 squat cleans. Prescribed weight for the squat clean is 135 for men and 95 pounds for women. This is going to be a long, challenging workout with 2 movements that tend to challenge the anaerobic threshold of an athlete. So, pacing throughout this workout is going to be very important to make sure you don't cross the line too early and completely fall apart, since both of these movements can be cycled much more quickly than they probably should for a workout of this time frame. For the lateral barbell burpee, the standard is the chest must touch the floor on one side of the bar. Both feet must leave the ground simultaneously and land on the other side of the barbell. 1 rep is complete when the athlete lands on the other side of the barbell. There's no requirement for hip extension as the athlete jumps or arms being over the head. Simply chest touches the floor, both feet leave the ground simultaneously, athlete lands on the other side. So I'll have Peter demonstrate a good rep here. Drops down, chest touches the floor, 1 rep, chest touches the floor, 2 reps. And do one more for me. And notice that he doesn't actually need to open up the hips. He can just hop over that bar, and as soon as he lands, each rep counts there. We'll demonstrate a few unacceptable reps here. One thing that's not acceptable on this lateral barbell burpee is stepping over the bar with 1 foot at a time. So if Peter demonstrates this, he steps over with 1 foot. Both feet do not leave the ground simultaneously. This is a no rep. Another common fault on these burpees is the chest failing to touch the ground. Many athletes will drop down into kind of an arched position without actually making contact with the chest. So Peter will go ahead and demonstrate this. As he falls down, he may even make contact with his stomach at the bottom, but not actually his chest. So he just needs to make sure that the chest actually touches the ground every single rep. For the squat clean, the bar must start on the ground. The athlete passes through a full squat on the way to standing all the way up with the bar racked on the shoulder. So for a good repetition, bar starts on the floor, hip crease clearly passes below the knee, hips and knees are fully extended up top. Go ahead and just do another one of those. Bar starts on the floor, passes through, full squat, stands. From here, he can either go touch and go, hang on to the bar, drop into his next rep, or he can drop the bar once he's reached full extension, set up for the next rep, perform another squat clean, stand up, drop, and go from there. So there's no requirement for control on the way down. The athlete can either touch and go the reps or drop every single one. Also acceptable is a power clean followed by a front squat. Again, the bar must simply pass through that full range of motion squat from starting from the floor. So that's also a good rep. We'll now demonstrate some unacceptable options for the squat clean. Most obvious flaw is going to be failure to achieve full depth on the squat, either through a power clean or simply not dropping the hip crease below the knee. So a power clean is not an acceptable option here, or If Peter attempts to squat clean the bar but doesn't quite break parallel, this is also a no rep. In this case, he can squat the bar again after he brings it up, but he must actually pass through that full range of motion squat and reach full extension before the rep count. Another option for a missed rep is going to be failure to reach full extension of the hip and knee before bringing the bar back down. This is most common when athletes are performing quick touch and go reps. He passes through the full squat and then just drops the bar down into his next rep before reaching that full extension. He must actually reach hip and knee extension with the bar in the rack before beginning the next rep.
Thanks for watching the video. We look forward to seeing everyone's results on July 13th.
On behalf of Train Heroic and RxBar, thank you for participating, thank you for watching, and people with more, thank you as well. Segment. Let me start that over since I just developed a speech impediment. All right, cool.
Push your neck way hard. That would be
Yokes,
Say.
bars,